Too Far Enterprises. And I'm going to come to you in a different way. And I'm going to say, those of us who are in America, we have to realize that America has equipped us for survival mode. It will allow us to survive, but it has not equipped us for success. And the minute you allow people to have the power to feed you, you allow them to starve you. And these nuggets I'm getting from the Wall Street Trapper. Actually, my homeboy. He don't know it. But we have to stand firm in the face of adversity was something else he said. And then commit to success. Discipline. And he brought me back to military days. And I'm going to tell you, you have to make a choice on what path you're going to take. You don't need a crutch. You need to stop blaming other people and look at yourself for you not doing it. And this is where 50 Cent come in. You get rich or die trying. You know what? The more I hear it, the better it sounds to me, because, you know, we talk about sometimes what we want and how bad we want it. But you have to be able and willing to die for something to truly want it. And I'm telling you, no matter what you think or not, a piece of you will live on forever anyway. And it's better to die on your feet than on your knees. And I said that because of one thing. When I saw that video today with a Chinese man whipping those young boys in that trailer, and I was thinking to myself, how in the world do lions of the forest, the lions of Africa, find themselves like cats? Things people don't even respect, so that they do anything to you, just like the police do to us here. And see, we don't look at it this way, but Africa and America is not so different when you look at the black people that's in it, no matter what they call themselves. They get treated in some of the same ways. They may not get whipped like that, but they get shot for no reason by the police because they fear, okay? And they put that fear tactic on a lot of middle-class people to make, you know, and give the impression that we all criminals. But I'm going to tell you something. I don't understand how people can come into a whole continent and take over. And they've been doing it for thousands of years now, and they expect that they expect to have your diamonds, your gold, your people, and to do all these things to you. And you have people that's supposed to be leaders. They're supposed to be lions. I'm going to thank the Lion of Judah for this, because when I looked at it, the brother had the Lion of Judah as his username, but I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, a lion stands. A lion protects his pride. A leader protects his people. But you know what we got? We only have a few lions in Africa now. The rest of them are like pussycats, okay? Because they're taking people's money and therefore they can't protect their people. They've sold their allegiance to outsiders. When you look at the most majestic beast in the field, in the forest, the lion, nobody just comes attack a lion, but they'll come and attack a defenseless boy. They will come and attack a cat. So we need to protect ourselves, our families, but most of all, Africa, because Africa is the richest continent on this earth. That's why you have all these Europeans going over there. And then sometimes they tell me some of us go over there and we don't treat people the way we're supposed to treat them. But we don't do that here. And brothers and sisters that's conscious, we need to come forward and say that we're not going to take that no more from nobody. I mean, do you want to live life so bad that you allow somebody to treat you any kind of way? Now, I'm saying that as an older man, but as a younger man, I already knew what my answer would have been. But I had some brothers around me, and you know what? If we had to do a Mark Essex or whatever the case may be, it would have been done, because you wasn't going to whip none of us like that. And if you did, we coming for you that night. Now, I'm telling you, I don't expect nobody to go out there and lose control or commit a violent act against somebody. But defending yourself is not a violent act. It's an act of respect for your own self, your people, and your community. We have to learn how to live in this world with people who care nothing about us and that would destroy us if we don't destroy them. If you come at us for destruction, then we got to rain destruction on you. Now, the only limitation is the one we place on ourselves. Most people are not trying to hear that, because a lot of people, they want to live middle-class lives. They don't want to hear and see the real life that people are living in this country and in other countries. But black people have been catching hell. And you know, I am a true believer in what these brothers have said. We need to fix our own communities. But I'm also a true believer in that those who came before me, my ancestors, okay, they need to be avenged in certain ways, not in a violent way. Pay the debt. Don't let me forget. I have to have it. Because, you know, they put their lives on the side so that we could have a better life. But we have no respect for them because we give up. We give up too easy, you see? And that man who did all that carnage and wreckage and killing and raping, to us, he knows you better than you know yourself. But there's a part of you he could never touch. And if that part of you grows into the lion that you are, then he's got a big problem. And I also heard a lady come on my video earlier, and she said that all people need to come together to fight evil. Well, I hope she meant that. But even if she didn't, because black people got to realize we have no friends, like Dr. Henry Clark said. And if you don't have a friend, you got to depend on yourself. And if you're too worried about what's going to happen to you, well, you have no help to yourself, your family, or your community. Now, I am not advocating for any kind of violence or anything else. But what I am saying is protect yourself. Protect your family, protect your community. And also, whether you're from there or not, if your black ass is out here on this earth, protect Africa. And I mean that because, you know, I think we make fun of ourselves because we hate ourselves. And when you make fun of somebody else, whether they're African, Indian, or just plain black, you hate yourself. Now, this is Too Far Enterprises, and I had to tell you this because I felt it. We need to stand for something because we've been falling for everything that they've been shoveling our way for so long. We look pathetic and weak, and we're not that way.